personally, when I saw it, the thing that made me laugh was that I saw the announcement and then there was a fundraiser. It was like all in one post. And I thought it was funny because it's like, y'all are being invited somewhere, but it's like, you know you don't belong, essentially, in the eyes of the people inviting you. Like, you really don't belong because you can't even afford to go.
Imagine me donating when a billionaire president invited y'all. Again.
Yeah, that part.
Elon and them could have literally paid their way 50,000 times over.
Right.
And that's where it gets kind of murky for me, because it's like, these people got money. If they really wanted y'all there, why are y'all footing your own bill? And it's kind of like, and then it's them. I could see if y'all were going to play for somebody who I actually respected, then I would be all for it. But it's like,
I used to dream militant dreams. I used to dream radical dreams.
HBCU in Mississippi, they posted I think it was on Facebook, a post that said that they were invited. They were oh so happy that they were invited to perform for Trump and others at his inauguration. And the internet literally read them for filth. Here we got it up here. It looks like they're a lot closer though. I think maybe some conservatives went in there, threw some money at them finally. But the internet was just like going in on them for having the audacity to even ask the internet for money, because Elon Musk literally just put $300+ million a month or whatever or more into this campaign. You had these people inviting you, and they couldn't even throw you what's the goal? $300,000 to send y'all to DC. Like, it don't make no sense.
they're close though.
Why you think?
Because it's an HBCU.
They claim that Trump specifically asked for that mean green stomping machine, or whatever they call themselves, the mean green marching machine. They claim that Trump specifically asked for the mean green. Now, I don't know how Trump know anything about Mississippi mean green, but I think I'm more upset, one, at the fact that, again, if you're as a black person, first of all, this inauguration is on MLK Day. I know he is rolling in his grave, but this parade is on MLK Day. You had these obviously white supremacist people inviting you to come. Three, like, these are the same folks who want to defund HBCUs in every way possible. They don't want people learning about, they claim DEI is the killer of all things American, and the existence of a black person in a certain space means that they didn't deserve it. And you're happy about it. Like, I understand, like, you would be so excited, to perform for the president. Yeah. It just sucks that it has to be this president. But I think this comes with, again, that solidarity, and that, like, as a people, as a community, I think you have to say, we would love to perform for the president, but no, we can't support this. We can't be out here doing this. We should maybe join this counter protest or this counter celebration, at least for MLK.
Is it a public school?
That's a great question.
I'm not sure.
I'm really not sure.
I feel like their response would definitely, it's all politics. But to your point, Steve Harvey, Chrisette Michele, like, everything that happened with the first inauguration and the way that, like, Black Twitter, or I guess just Black people in general, felt like, it's going to be the end of these people's careers after they did this. I feel like that's the same vibe I get from the stuff on the internet about this. Personally, when I saw it, the thing that made me laugh was that I saw the announcement and then there was a fundraiser. It was like all in one post. And I thought it was funny because it's like, y'all are being invited somewhere, but it's like, you know you don't belong, essentially, in the eyes of the people inviting you. Like, you really don't belong because you can't even afford to go.
Yeah, I think that's my challenge with it as well. I understand the conundrum of being invited to play for the president of the United States. So I think some people are told you respect the position, not the person in it. So I personally don't feel that that's necessary, but I can understand somebody making that declaration. But then for them to not offer you any assistance to get there, and for you to go to the community that's being oppressed by these people to ask for it, that creates some, cognitive dissonance. Like, how do you feel comfortable doing that? But I agree. I think there's a lack of understanding of what solidarity looks like in our contemporary Black America, and I think that's a challenge that we have. And it's something we need to overcome, because as going back to our previous discussion, as we start to challenge some of these issues, solidarity is going to be a big part of it. And without that, we look disjointed, and it's like Trump could start calling HBCUs out while defunding them at the same time. Yeah. It's like, and calling them out to perform for him. I think that's a challenge.
I mean, historically, white people, white racist people have always, invited Black people to tap dance and dance for them and perform for them and make them laugh. And I just feel like it's just such a joke and a slap in the face to ask them to perform. And again, when you're about to give police, immunity and let them just kill Black people in the streets with no repercussions. This is what this administration is talking about doing, and they definitely have the levers of power to do it. I think, again, when it comes to how are we going to lock in and actually resist and fight back in 2025 when we're, an underdog right now. We as in progressive or more lefty people don't have power in Congress. We don't have the White House. We don't have the judiciary. Okay, so what does that mean? What are we actually going to do now? And I think one simple, easy way is to turn down an invitation. Yeah. But I want to read some of the tweets.
But what if the school, real quick, what if the school needs the money? I don't know. Are they not getting paid for this or anything? Or
that's a good question. I don't know.
Maybe, and I'm not saying I would do it in a situation, but I am empathetic to people who are sometimes being economically exploited. I don't know that that's
what. Musk is a billionaire. He could literally pay.
And he's the president.
President Elon Musk can literally
Trump
just
is going to take us off the air if y'all say that. Please don't say that.
We about to get defunded.
But it really goes down to, I feel like if it's a public or private institution, and even if it's a private institution, the people who ascend to those highest seats, those are not grassroots activists. You know what I'm saying? A president of an HBCU is not. Yeah. They might come to our rally or whatever, depending on who sanctioned it. I mean, they're not coming to a rally that don't have a permit. They move politically. So I'm not, we can't be surprised. I mean, maybe the band could do a little protest where they don't put their hand, they don't say the pledge or whatever.
They kneel. They actually, what if Mean Green goes to the thing and just kneel the entire time?
That would be cool, but, then the community has to rally around them and support them. Yeah. And because that doesn't happen, I wouldn't advise them to do it. So,
I guess that is a question I wanted to ask y'all from talking about this. Is what if FAMU, what if this was FAMU? But before I ask that to y'all, I wanted to read some of the tweets because I just think they're hilarious. So somebody on the internet said, this is in response to Mean Green coming out here asking for donations. Somebody said, ask Elon and the other billionaires to pay. Why did the incoming admin invite them but not offer to cover all the expenses? That's my point. I think that's just my main point. If you're going to invite me somewhere, you're going to pay me for my time and everything else. Yeah. I'm not about to just come here and do this for free and then have to sit here and crowdfund my own money. Right. I think that's just crazy. That means you didn't want me here. A Black school endorses a man that doesn't want Black history in schools, wants to take away funding of HBCUs, but go off. Shaking my head. No, for real, go off. Imagine me donating when a billionaire president invited y'all. Again.
Yeah, that part.
Elon and them could have literally paid their way 50,000 times over.
Right.
And that's where it gets kind of murky for me, because it's these people got money. If they really wanted y'all there, why are y'all footing your own bill? And it's kind of and then it's them. I could see if y'all were going to play for somebody who I actually respected, then I would be all for it. But it's
honestly, the fact that it's a GoFundMe.
It's a GoFundMe.
Because look, they didn't even need a public, I'm thinking about, fundraising and I've written grants to help people get money and stuff. We didn't ever have to know that they were fundraising for this.
Yeah.
So
they definitely shot themselves in a different foot. And Trump is anti-Black. And it's very unfortunate that these students, a lot of them, like 21 years old or under.
Yeah, they're kind of in the middle.
Like
of that.
they grew up with Trump as their president. Like the same way, like I grew up, 2008, like I was in like 5th grade. Like I grew up as Obama being like the man, like the president. And these kids, grew up with Trump as their president. And it's unfortunate that that's what they know, but that's what they know. And, it's like, okay, yay.
Is there any black people in the Trump administration even?
The HUD person.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, for real? Oh, he pointed somebody? I didn't see. I didn't peep.
It's HUD. It's always HUD.
It's always HUD.
It wasn't.
It's not.
It's not Ben Carson again.
No.
Okay.
I forget.
Dang, we got to look that up.
Herschel Walker?
No.
He put Herschel Walker over.
He's like the Virgin Islands.
Stop.
Like,
he is the ambassador to the Virgin
Yeah.
Islands. Trump be playing in our face, man. And then I know all my black conservative friends get mad at me, but like, y'all don't see this foolishness, man. Come on, man. Cut it out.
I don't understand how they could be Republicans, for real.
We ain't no cheap people, and so it just felt like Trump was just treating them like cheap trash. Like it wasn't even worth throwing.
And then he gonna be like, "Look, my blacks are here." You know
my
how
blacks.
he starts talking,
right, my blacks.
and then everybody, he doesn't mean that in a racist way. The Trump apologists are just as bad as Trump
very
to me at this point.
Literally,
yeah, they're very interesting. For sure.
And so now to the question. Let's what if we're in Marvel? What if this was FAMU? FAMU was invited. FAMU asks for donations.
First of all, FAMU would
I don't
never.
think FAMU would ever do it. But let's say they did.
For free? FAMU don't play for free.
They're not going to perform
Well, let's
for free.
say that they did, ask for donations on the internet to go play for Trump.
They would have handled that in private. Let me not say that, because that whole donation fiasco, like...
Yeah. With the disappearing check.
The dude, like when you Google his name, it was like, who is this man?
Like
that was crazy, but yeah, we'll come back to that another time.
But I mean, like, I guess this goes back to if Mississippi Valley is a public or a private. I mean, FAMU being a public institution, we already said like a couple of years ago that we're nervous about FAMU getting into battles with DeSantis and his people, because ain't no telling if he's just gonna sit here and deboard everybody or whatever, and take accreditation or whatever. Like, if we rub somebody the wrong way, like that's what would have happened. So like again, if like FAMU was in this situation, would you want them to comply?
I'm gonna stand by FAMU, okay?
Yeah, I just.
They could go. I wouldn't be mad at them.
I think we are crafty enough to come up with a reason not to go that doesn't offend
the
DeSantis.
band got COVID.
Yeah, something.
The band got COVID.
Like we might have, but
TLH didn't have no planes.
They couldn't fly out.
But I wouldn't want them to go personally, and I wouldn't be donating to support FAMU going to play for President Trump's inauguration when he got with the one black or two black people in his administration. So
I surely would.
But like if DeSantis invited them to, play at his whatever, like I wouldn't be mad at them, because I'm gonna stand by FAMU. It's not the administration. Like when I think about FAMU and the love I have for FAMU, it's never been the administration.
Fair.
It's always been the people, especially the professors, who like even when my parents didn't really know how to support me in my matriculation and me going to college. The professors who I met, who invested in me, who really helped me figure it out. I was never in one of your classes though. I met you because of activism, but yeah.
Oh, you've been professoring that long?
Yeah, I'm old.
Oh, I'm scared of you.
That long?
No, I mean, I love you so much. But no, all good blessings to Mississippi Valley and the Mean Green Marching Machine.
Man. I mean, do what y'all got to do.
This is not, in no way, shape, or form am I trying to like dunk on the actual players or the school or anything. Like, this is just solely like...
Maybe they need the exposure.
Renegotiate that contract.
Maybe this was good exposure for them. Maybe
that's what they need to do.
Maybe this was good exposure for them.
Go back to the table, ask for some money.
Yeah, that's true though. And that's tough love. Like, y'all... he got y'all out here looking bad. That's all I could say. Unless there's more to the story. Hopefully I'm wrong, but it looks like y'all being asked to come play somewhere to benefit someone else at the expense of y'all's credibility. So
Yeah.
Maybe with this like exposure from this situation, maybe there are some people who swooped in and was like, we're gonna give y'all some money, not for this, but just like, we're going to try to fund y'all more. Because y'all don't need to be out here begging these people.
Well,
like
they
that.
raised $287,000, so they gonna get there. I wonder what the consequences will be. I think people got to think about that.
We'll see. But again, all love to the Mean Green Marching Machine.
I used to dream militant dreams. I used to dream radical dreams.